Yes, so good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for not just only accepting my invitation, but coming in on time. I'm super excited that we have everyone in the room. Like I said, I am feeling the temperature in the room, and I can see people saying, "Hey," Temitope says, "Happy to be here. Happy that you are my guest. Thank you so much for joining." Madam Peace says, "Great. Oh my God." Temitope says, "Feeling so happy and excited. The network wanted to frustrate us, but thank God we no go agree for network." Yep, yep. Thank you, Samuel Akinwumi is also giving me a thumbs up. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone, and not just the fact that you all are here. I have my grand mentor, my own godfather, my the one that showed me what mentoring is and how I can profit massively from mentoring. I also have in the room my own personal business coach, all the way from the continent of Europe, joining us on time. I feel so blessed. I have a lot of colleagues in the room. I have some of my mentees, some of my staff. Oh my. I think the only person I don't have here is my husband, but it's all good. But I'm so excited that every one of us are on the call. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I know we could all, wanted to do something else with our evenings, but we are all here because for some reasons you just found it worthy. Like people say that human beings are the most valuable resource on the surface of the earth. So I do not take this for granted. So we are going to get started. We're going to get started immediately. Budget, please mute your mic so that we can have a flawless session. We're going to get started immediately, and I promise as much as possible, we won't spend more than 1 hour, 30 minutes on this call max. My target is like in 1 hour, we're done. But I have mentors that are brought also to share with us. And probably by the time we start asking questions and also sharing perspective, we may enjoy the call and it may extend to just about 1 hour, 30 minutes. So I'm going to go straight away to share what I have for us this evening because I know we all are busy personnel. We all are busy people, and I wouldn't want to keep us waiting any second longer. Thank you so much once again. Like I have said, I do not take this for granted in any way, and I'm forever, ever grateful that we are all here and we are all here in time. Okay, so let's kick off. Let's get started right away. Okay. Thank you so much. So here we are. Here we are. And please permit me to make sure this is excellently done. I need to stop sharing now. I guess I'm sharing um, the other slides. I'm supposed to share the main slide. So please just give me a minute and I will be back. Okay, so in due time, I'm going to be sharing right here. Thank you so much for letting me know what your temperature is right now in the room. And like I said, I'm super excited to have all of us on the call. There was no way I would have done this without you. Thank you for those that invited their friends and those that, shared wide and I'm just so grateful. I can't thank you enough because it's one thing to conceptualize an idea. It's another thing for you to be able to bring the idea to the fore. And then it's another thing for you to then have a community of people that believe in the idea so much so that they have decided to go the extra mile to share with other people in their network. So we are going to be looking at how it is that we are going to be able to make millions from whatever it is that we are doing as coaches and mentors. in our various organizations at our various locations. And we have a more holistic term for this program, and it's called Building Your Coaching Empire. As coaches and as mentors, it's very amazing that we all get to build an empire where we not only impact and transform people's lives, but then we are able to scale our coaching and mentoring business to 7 figures and above. There is no better time for us to gear up on our mentoring and coaching skills, expertise, and certification as it is now. You know why? There's a huge market. People are going through stuff. People are willing to pay to get out of stuff. We all live in the climate, we all live in the world, wherever part of the world you're joining us from. You agree with me that things have never been the same. So this is not a time for you to keep your coaching certificates under under the bushel. It's actually time for us to show the world the stuff we are made of. So I don't usually want to assume that everyone that comes on the call knows me, because I've actually seen some names that I'm just getting to see for the first time. So permit me to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Toyin Samemehelu, and I'm a competent, seasoned consultant. I'm a certified leadership coach and mentor and business leader. I'm the CEO and lead consultant of Core Skills Transformational Academy. I have my doctorate in educational planning and management from Prowess University. I have a certificate in public leadership and policy because of my heart for people. I see leadership as not just doing something in my little corner. I have an ambition to serve as strategic advisors to presidents of nations. And that's one of the things that pushes me to read, to expand my experience. I love to travel because I want to have holistic views about life and about things. It's not just about the leaders that are up there. More importantly, are the people that are surrounding the leaders that are up there. So that is what I want to serve as a pillar, as someone that nations, presidents and key people that play pivotal roles in other people's lives to be able to influence, and help them make strategic decisions that will make life better for others. This was something God placed in my heart while I was having a very intimate time with Him earlier this year, and I know and I trust that it's going to make it possible. I also serve as a senior special assistant to the Director General at the Chartered Institute of Mentoring and Coaching Nigeria. My DG is on the call, and he will be giving us a very short, speech before we wrap up today's session. I am a fellow at the Chartered Institute of Mentoring and Coaching, the International Management Consultants, and the Pan African Consultants Association. I am an author of 20 books. I'm a brand ambassador for 2 educational brands, and I serve as the training and development lead at Equip Nigeria. Equip Nigeria is the John C. Maxwell's non-for-profit organization. So I'm in charge of training and development for the whole of the 36 states of the Federation. And in the midst of all this, the place where I find support, where I find love, and where I get to explore my, most romantic and loving expression is being a wife and a mother to 2 young, astonishing leaders. And I'm a recipient of several awards. If I start to list that, they will not go on the score. So permit me to just keep it that short. So the overall objective of this training are just to empower you to create exponential growth and sustainability for your coaching and mentoring business. And how do we tend to do this? To share objectives that is focused on understanding different revenue streams that you can still make regardless of your niche. Take a look at pricing strategies, automation tools, and delegation techniques to effectively scale your coaching and mentoring business operations while maintaining profitability and quality service. And the second objective of the overall course is to enable you develop advanced skills in strategic marketing and branding to attract, engage, and retain high-value clients and stakeholders for your coaching and mentoring business. This objective encompasses creating value propositions, redefining your target audience segmentation, leveraging digital marketing channels, and building strategic partnerships, as well as establishing thought leadership to elevate your brand presence and reputation in the market. So, we as coaches, we have the immense potential of establishing a coaching empire that unveils a pathway to influence, inspire, and transform lives. Unfortunately, a lot of us are actually operating below our inherent potentials. And that is why this program has been put together specifically for certified and practicing coaches. That's why even when I was extending the invitation, I was telling people that please, because if they have not been practicing and if they have not been certified, they would not understand everything we are going to be discussing here. And that's why I intentionally was very strategic about the people that I was going to invite. And once again, thank you for honoring my invitation. So I'd like to say welcome to the journey of building your coaching and mentoring empire. I'll explore the foundational steps and strategies to help you establish a thriving coaching and mentoring business, whether you are a seasoned professional or just starting out. That's why I said certified or practicing. This masterclass will provide valuable insights, practicable tips, and inspiration you need to create an impactful empire in the world of coaching and mentoring. Get ready to embark on a path of growth, influence, and success as you build your coaching and mentoring empire from the ground up. So the entire course is going to cover 10 solid content. And this is because we are actually very intentional. When we talk about building your coaching empire, it's not just about you alone as a coach. It translates into being able to involve network of skilled and other dedicated coaches who would then collectively contribute to personal and professional development on a larger scale. So I want us to put that in mind. Even though you are the one getting in contact with this content and in contact with this course, it's not a coincidence. It's something that is intentional. Now, the vision I want every single one of us to have on this call is not just to see our coaching and mentoring business as a one-man thing. What I want to, the seed I want to sow into our hearts today is how we can then begin to work with a network of skilled and dedicated coaches, either the ones trained by you or the one trained by our own institutes. Permit me, the Chartered Institute of Mentoring and Coaching Nigeria. If you have not yet been a part of it, this is a very good time for you to be a part of the institute. I can attest to the fact that we are the leading coaching and mentoring body in the entire of Africa, right? And then it could also be that you would actually sell your vision of your coaching and your mentoring empire to this network of people. It has been said that if you want to go fast, you can go alone, but if you want to go far, you have to go with others. So the first module is what I'm going to be sharing with us, and that is where we got the title, Making Millions as a Coach and Mentor. However, for those that will want to continue the journey with us, we still have 9 powerful modules on how to identify a profitable niche. It's one thing for you to be able to have a niche. It's another thing to ask the question, how profitable is the niche you are in? And how can you, even though on the surface it may not look so profitable, how can you then begin to see how and be intentional about how to make it? Bridget, please, can you help me out? I need you to help me out in that. Thank you so much. Then, in the third module, we're going to be looking at building your brand and as a coach and mentor. I have been a practicing coach and mentor in the last 7 years. And I can tell you for a fact that between 2022 and now, I mean, the coaching and the mentoring arm of my business have made millions. And there were things that I had to learn, and there were things that I had to put in place. So I'm not talking, maybe this is not Google training. This is something that this is the path that I have worked with my team and I want to show you the roadmap. So we're also going to be talking about designing and creating irresistible premium coaching packages. So not the word irresistible, and then premium, okay, coaching packages. Then client acquisition and retention strategies for coaches and mentors. This is very important. You don't just want to be a coach and a mentor that just carry the name, quote and unquote, but then you are not actually getting clients and also, ensuring that your coaching knowledge, because whatever skill you don't use, you will lose. Okay, that's the way life is designed. Please permit me, I need to check this so that I don't keep getting distracted. Whatever you don't use, you lose. And that's the way life is generally. Whatever you don't use, you lose. So even if you have your coaching and mentoring skills and you don't get to use them, what happens is that you begin to lose the feel, the touch, and even I know a lot of us are certified coaches and mentors. We have had to invest a lot financially to get to where we are. So it is important we keep that intact. So of course, another thing we want to consider is that we want to empower you to be able to extend your impact and your influence to a broader audience. As the architect of this empire, we want you to realize that you are a catalyst for positive change, fostering a community where expertise, guidance, and support coverage to elevate individuals and organizations to new heights. There is a reason why you have become a certified and a practicing coach and mentor. And due to these reasons, you have to be able to not just stay at the level of the potential. You have to be able to begin to make geometrical impact and income as well. This morning, I got in contact with a corporate event manager, right, that happened to have, she works with multinationals in Nigeria. And what she told me was, so I got connected with her through someone and I had to call her this morning. And one thing she told me, she said, Madam, when I saw your profile, I was literally blown away. It's people like you that we need to help with, when we need quality speakers that like you that we need when we are looking out for people that would help coach organizations and all. I'm saying all this because this just happened this morning. And what this states is that there are a lot of massive opportunities out there that we are not making the best use of. And unfortunately, one of the reasons why I tell people, one of the reasons why I am very passionate about sales and marketing is because if we that have the stuff are not out there, if we are not seen, if we are not able to share what it is that we have got, people that don't even know as little, I mean, does not even know 50% of what we know, they will be the one getting the gigs. And we're going to be doing a lot of injustice, right, to the audience that would have been able to leverage and maximize a lot from our expertise, our knowledge, and our experiences. So part of what we'll be looking at is also financial planning and forecasting. A lot of us don't see our mentoring and coaching expertise and skills as business. And one of the reasons why we don't get clients is because we don't even plan around it financially. We're going to be looking at financial management as sustainable revenue streams. Tax planning and compliance. Yes, some of us don't know that coaches and mentors, this is part of what is very, very integral and important for us. And then we are going to be looking at scaling your coaching empire and sustainability and social responsibilities for us as coaches and mentors. So like I said, these 10 modules is actually for those that are going to be taking the long haul with us. And today, we are just giving us the taster module, which has to do with making millions as a coach and as a mentor. But trust me, even this very first module that we're going to be sharing with you today is going to be very, very powerful. And if you want to go along with us all through the 10 modules, you're welcome. We're going to be having the main webinar, which is going to be running from, so this is it. It's going to be running on the 30th of March. We're going to have our first launch, and the investment is just 100,000 naira. for this massive value. Now, if you make payments within the next 24 hours, we're going to give you 10,000 naira off. So that means if you pay between today and tomorrow 6 p.m., you pay 90,000 naira instead of 100,000 naira. How amazing can that be? So I've shared the account details on our group on WhatsApp. So if you're willing to do that, we will be excited to have you on board. Once you make payments, share the payment details to any of the admins on the WhatsApp. And what we'll just do is we'll move you straight to the paid group. So what are the other things you stand to benefit if you're part of this webinar? Yeah, we assure you that you will be able to make massive income from your coaching, certification, skills, expertise, and experience. You will acquire and retain high-paying customers. We will hold your hands through to make sure you do that. Then we will show you how to design and create irresistible coaching packages. The aspect of the financial management, which has to do with budgeting, pricing, and expense control and all of that, is going to be taken by my own business coach. Audit structure and scaling your empire. Then I will personally take you through 2 weeks of post-training implementation and accountability support. Now, if after the 2 weeks, you then still feel that, oh, Dr. Toyin, I will still want you to hold my hands through after now, then we are going to be having the mastermind session, which is going to be running on a monthly basis at a very, very reasonable price. But I don't want to load us with too many information. Basically, today, we are just taking the first module out of 10 powerful modules where we are going to be talking about how you can get started to start making millions as a coach and as a mentor. So you can see the man in the picture standing on a mountain and taking a look at his empire. Don't think that I'm being gender biased because I'm a woman, but that picture just kind of depicted the mental picture that I have for everyone on this call this evening. And I look forward to seeing all of us join the program. So like I said, if you are also interested, please do send a personal message to myself or the second admin on the WhatsApp. So now let's get back to business. So I am going to be moving, and like I said, I'm not going to be taking everything. I have my own brand mentor on the call, and I have my business coach and mentor who is a financial auditor in one of the most recognized auditing firm in the world. As I speak, he's in Europe, but he's on this call, and he oversees accounting and auditing for over 50 countries in Europe. So I'm not bringing somebody this is somebody that has helped me to move my business from hundreds of thousands to tens of millions. By the grace of God, he's going to be sharing some things with us before we leave. So in today's rapidly evolving landscape of coaching and mentoring, success is not merely about possessing expertise or experience in a particular field. Instead, it hinges on adapting, innovating, and seizing opportunities with an entrepreneurial mindset. Now, there's something that has happened to my business over the years, right? Over the years, I've seen innovation played out. I've seen adaptation played out, and we've never had a better last year. In fact, my project manager and data analyst at Core Skills Transformation Academy is here, and is the one that draws our charts, shows us all the things that we did well, we did not do well, and he can attest to this on the call. This is not because the economy has been friendly. We all know how the economy of the world, and most importantly, the economy of Nigeria is. Well, we have never had a better last year. And this is part of what I'm sharing with us on this call. The first thing is, most coaches and mentors, we do not embrace the entrepreneurial mindset. Even some of us that are in business, even some of us that are professionals in our various workplace. So we are not saying everybody is going to become an entrepreneur. An entrepreneurial mindset is even when you are working in an organization, You position yourself as an entrepreneur, or what some people call entrepreneur. Why? Because you think and bring solutions that will move that professional business forward. In other words, you become indispensable. And so, as coaches and mentors, this is non negotiable. And when we talk about having entrepreneurial mindset, it simply means that you have positioned yourself in bringing solutions, in solving problems for people, and then you get well remunerated for doing this. How amazing can that be? Both worlds are being, you know, attended to, and at the same time, you are also creating jobs and opportunities for people. I One thing I love most about being an entrepreneur is the person I'm becoming in the process. No entrepreneur remains the same. I tell you with all matter of fact, you are constantly growing. Your brain is constantly activated. Your mind is constantly open. Ideas are constantly flowing. And that is what an entrepreneurial mindset will do for you. So I'm imploring us as coaches and mentors, one of the best ways in which we can make millions is to embrace that entrepreneurial mind. Secondly, we have to be proactive at problem solving. If there's anything, an entrepreneur's best friend is discernment, is being a futurist, is being able to prospect and ideate and developing the capacity to even see a problem before they become problems. I don't know if I'm making sense. If I'm making sense, please type in the chat box millions, 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 millions. I want to start seeing them. Please, I need you all to encourage me this evening, okay? Because I know that I'm sharing a lot of value, but sometimes you can think that way, but that's not actually what is happening. So I'd like to see that in the chat room. All right, let me acknowledge those that are doing that. Thank you, Mrs. Peace. Thank you, Madam Catherine. Millions, millions. I love that. So that is double millions. Okay, that's like billions. Million is billions. So I want us to type millions, millions, if I'm making sense. If you are connecting with me, thank you so much, Joseph. There's millions times 10. Thank you so much, Joseph. Yes, I want to see two more people, two more people, two more people. Let me be sure that I'm giving value. Let me be sure that I am making your evening worth it. Billions. Oh, thank you so much, Temitope. That is amazing. Thank you so much, my coach, Daniel. Says millions. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Next, you have to be able to, you know, recognize opportunities and seize them. So someone says, not someone, my dear pastor, Dr. Reverend Sam Adeyemi said that opportunities are usually clothed in rags. Okay, and that is why we find it. Thank you so much, Olajumoke. Oh, my editor extraordinary. So it says that opportunities are usually, designed in dirty clothes, in the raw state. And so a lot of people tend not to, take a look at it because it doesn't look attractive most of the time. And I think I absolutely agree with him. One of the things that I do, and I've been able to do well over the years, and which has been reinforced by my business coach, is the fact that I've been able to identify partnerships and volunteering opportunities that are in line with what I do and my core strengths. One of it was in 2022, I got a letter to be a part of the John C. Maxwell nonprofit organization, where I was privileged to just serve as a facilitator. And when I got into the organization, I was able to transform the entire program such that in the first year, we had about the reach when I joined in October, that was 2022, we had just about 350 something people that were able to reach that year because I actually joined them in October anyway. And by December, I was given a letter to serve as the training and development lead for the whole of Nigeria. And it shocked me because I was barely 3 months in the organization, but I discovered that every time we had meetings, I had ideas to share. I was not even in the executive. I had ideas to share, had one or two things to say that has actually helped, when they followed through and they implemented, they got a lot of results. Fast forward in 2023, we were able to hit almost about 8,000 impacts. So you can imagine how many percentage is that for those that are mathematically inclined, moving from about 300 plus to 8,000 plus. Please, I need people to help me, mathematicians. I need your help. So how many percentage increase is that? And as we speak this year, you know that we are able to hit that target monthly. And of course, by January, they placed me on an executive salary. So I'm saying this because as a coach and as a mentor, I brought to fore some of my ideas. So some of us, we are just being solo. When we can actually go for opportunities, when we can actually seize them, when we can actually partner, it could even be volunteered to start with. The interesting thing is that I have also been able to get a lot of network of people that I've introduced to my business of consulting, my business of mentoring, my business of coaching, my business of training. And if I hadn't recognized this opportunity and seized it, probably my business would still be where it is, okay, 2 or 3 years ago, right? So this point is very, very important. And that's why I had to share the story, right? Between January and now, I know how many opportunities. In fact, last year, I was opportunity to visit like 4 states in Nigeria, all expense paid trip. And for me, traveling is one of the best ways in which I learn because it just puts me in a state of being, um, I'm looking for the right word now, of being in sync with my being. Thank God my family is not here. So I'm not thinking about the kids. I'm not thinking about my husband. This is off camera, please. I'm able to interact better with who I really am outside of all the other roles that I play. Even being away from work colleagues. So whenever I get into the hotel room, the first thing I do is just sit still and experience the presence. So it does a lot to my mental health and my emotional well-being. So you want to recognize opportunity right from today. I want you to take this point and begin to see how you can do that. So that has added to my millions, and I'm forever grateful for it. Now, the next is risk taking and resilience. So part of reasons why some of us don't go out for clients, coaching and mentoring clients, because we are afraid to take risk, right? When you become a mentor and a coach, you think you will sit down and clients will just come to you. Do you know how many mentors and coaches are out there? Right? You don't wait for opportunities to come, you grab them. And please, if there is anything I'm saying that is catching your attention and it's like hitting you personally, I want you to type in the chat room because this is a conversation. Sincerely, I'm doing this with all of my heart. You need to see the way my heart is beating right now because I'm so excited and that I'm able to share and I'm able to do this. Okay, so coaches and mentors who embrace this entrepreneurial spirit are better positioned to thrive, make a significant impact, and achieve long-term success in their profession. And I remember that recently I was in a meeting and I said all my mentees should come out, and the stage was full, right? And one of my friends that we've not seen for years walked up to me and I was like, Toy, this is massive. This is massive. And these are not mentees and coaches that were free. These are mentees and coaches that paid, right? I have been able to successfully have coaching and mentoring programs that is worth 200,000. Yes, in a period of 8 weeks. Some of them are here that have paid for such coaching programs. And I'm saying the truth, right? If you are here, you can type yes if you are one of them. And that's just the truth. So you must also then develop the creative problem solving and innovation. You have to, especially now that you have a niche, you have to be able to think through that niche and then be able to say, oh, yes. So somebody has given us, wow. Oh, network is fluctuating. So sorry about that. The beautiful thing is that you can always watch the replay. Yes, thank you so much, my business coach, for always coming to the rescue. So it just showed me now that we experienced two 1,567% growth within 1 year. And he said that is massive monthly progress. Absolutely, coach. I agree. Okay, sorry, Madam Okoye. Sorry for the network fluctuation. Okay, so I was talking about being a creative problem solver and being innovative. Okay, and one beautiful thing about it also is that when you are not in the room, what happens is oftentimes people will remember you. So I was telling one of my mentees recently that I have my financial target for the month and I have been able to sit down effectively to craft it outside of whether people will call me or not, outside of whether we will get gigs from other people or not. Why? Because within my system, I've been able to develop the ability to think through what are the things I can put together that will generate income. So for some of us, we have so much to give. We have so much to offer, but we've not been able to creatively package those things into premium products and services. And this is part of what we're going to be teaching those that are going to be joining the main webinar, right? And let me, it's to interest you that outside of that, we then begin to get people that reach out to us to, prefer solutions to them. So oftentimes we hit and in fact go above our business goals every month. All right. And also being able to have an accountability system where I have a coach a business coach and a business mentor that at the end of every quarter, he checks the books, he checks the numbers. He's not always very nice with me, right? And that's what some of us need to do whilst we are providing the solution. And that, flows into strategic growth and scalability. You can't strategically grow and scale if you don't become accountable to someone that says, you know what, at the end of this month, I'm going to hit this target. This is what I'm going to do. So sometimes you may not hit the target, right? But you are usually close to it. Why? There's something in your brain. My assistant is here at the end of every month. Before the beginning of the next month, we have already strategically planned. In fact, we have already started marketing what we need to market for the next month. So all these processes are what we are going to be sharing with us. So this is where I'm going to be stopping. I'm going to call on my own business coach, Daniel. Coach Daniel, please, I would want you to turn on your video and I'm going to be spotlighting you as you talk about setting strategic business goals. All right, Coach Daniel, please unmute your mic and let me be sure that we can see you such that we can then hear you. So over to you, sir. Kindly take over the floor. Thank you. Coach Daniel, are you still here? Can you hear me? I hope he's not having network glitches. Coach D, are you here? Oh my. Okay, so I don't know what exactly is going on with the Yeah, we can hear you, sir. We can hear you. Yes, we would love if we can have your video on. So
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Can you hear me? Yes.
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, over to you, Coach D.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so okay, good. Although you're breaking a bit.
I think you are the one. I think you are the one breaking from your end. I think you're the one breaking.
Everyone else can hear me very clearly.
I think you're the one breaking from your end because.
Please, can you hear me? Can you just comment down? Okay, excellent. That's strange. Am I breaking? Can anybody confirm I'm breaking? Just to be sure. That's strange. That's
we
weird.
We can hear you loud and clear now, I think.
Okay. All right. All right. Beautiful. Okay. So good evening, everybody. From I'm bringing you greetings from Europe. So, my name is Daniel Ogeneder, and I am a business consultant and also a business coach as well. And just to give you a bit of background, I started my career off in Ernst& Young. Ernst& Young is a multinational, and as well as I'm currently also here in Europe with KPMG. And also as well, I have been able to help close to 100 plus businesses grow and scale their business. And more importantly, I've also been able to work mostly with multinationals, and I bring that experience to startups as well as mid-sized firm on the side. So it's a pleasure to be here, and I want to also commend Dr. Toyin once again for being the convener of this webinar. So basically, just to touch on a few things very quickly. So as coaches, you have to understand one simple thing. It's very easy to help others, right? And sometimes it becomes incredibly difficult to help yourself, okay? So there's a difference between helping other people build your business, build your personal brand, build, their personalities and all of that. And it's also quite different when it comes to building your own business. So it's interesting when I meet coaches, and it's interesting that they struggle to create and build structures and systems that help their business grow. Okay. So it's a different ball game when they call you to do some trainings, they call people buy your products and all of those things. It's a different ball game when people call you to do their own thing, right? But when it comes down to you doing your own thing for your business, say for example, last year you were making give or take say 10 million annually, and now this year you've plateaued to that same 10 million. Meanwhile, the economy has literally, inflation has really kicked in, right? And the system within your business cannot push you past the 10 million. So you see yourself constantly struggling, right? And that's where business coaching and mentoring comes in. So as you help others, you need to also get help yourself, such that you can get external expertise that will help you also see your own blind spots and also help you also identify things that you can do that can make you more efficient so you can create more and reach more people. And of course, the beauty of life is as you coach others, you as well should have the same results, such that you are not just, talking. Your results could also help you win more people. And that's where the business coaching structure comes in. So this business coaching, platform is simply a place where we guide you step by step on how to build your own business. So it's funny, you see a lot of people out there, posting Facebook ads, all of those things, coaches. And then when you get close, you realize that there's nothing, no structure, no system, just a personal brand, right? They do maybe 2 or 3 trainings in a month and they just publicize it and make it look bigger than it is. But at the back end, there is nothing, no substance, right? So on this journey, we're here to literally show you ways, practical, step-by-step ways that you can structure your business in such a way that you can recategorize, rebrand, and position your business to be able to make reoccurring income. Also, to be able to also make solid complementary partnerships, right? And to also make a lot of concrete, premium, general, mid-sized products, combo products that can keep your business running. And more importantly, to be able to identify opportunities that you can continue to run with or without you. So that's where all of that comes in. So, like I said earlier, if you don't have this structure in place, it becomes incredibly impossible for you to move sustainably in such a way that your business is not totally dependent on you, right? So step by step, this entire landscape is going to, number one, help you structure the business, to help you create financial models that would drive your bottom line. Then more importantly, the platform is going to help you also set goals, smart business goals. People complicate goal setting, make it bigger than it is, complicate it, just run all those things. But simply going to give you simplified templates that help you track your goals and put you on the spot so that you are not chasing shadows. And more importantly, you are chasing what will drive your business forward. You are not just making the money today, you're setting up the business in such a way that you can make the money on the go, right? And then we're going to pretty much restructure the business along those lines that guarantees recurring income. And then we also look at the entire landscape of your business and see how we can blend products or services that give you the ability to charge premium, right? And I think I'm hearing the sound. Bridget can kindly help with that. And as well as setting your business goals, then more importantly, giving you simplified templates that can help you track your finances, track your goals, track the activities, track your customers, help you also improve your personal brand and your marketing. So, amongst other things, if you really look in between the lines, you see that these are the major drivers of your business. And like I always tell, people who have amazing products, who have amazing personal brand, always remember that you need support too. You're supporting other people, you also require adequate support so that you can exceed your potential, you can reach more people, you can have the time to create things that will actually change the world. And that's where this coaching platform comes in to provide you the guidance, the support, the accountability, the template, and all that is required for you to finally sit down and build your own business as opposed to being used to build other people's stuff. You can also sit down as you're helping other people, you're also creating the time to also build your own stuff such that along the line, you can exit the business and your business is running with or without you. And your bottom line, which means your revenue, is ever on the rise. And that's what this brings, the structure and the system that guarantees that your business and your personal brand keeps growing sustainably and you are not dependent on those very minute and simple transactions that you get here and there from people just reaching out. Right now, we're supposed to be the one targeting people, not we expecting referrals, one-on-one marketing, and all of those things. We're supposed to be building a pipeline that guarantees sustainable inflow of customers. So I don't want to take so much time. I think that's my time. So thank you, Dr. Toyin. I appreciate the time.
Yes. As always, thank you so much, Coach Daniel. Like I said, he's always bringing his A game. I met Coach Daniel, we met barely 2 years now, January 2022 to be specific. And I can tell you with all my full chest, all the energy within me, that everything that he's talking is a piece meat for him. It's something that will tell you I do auditing even when I'm asleep. And not just auditing, being able to help me and help the business. It was when I got in touch with him that we're able to get expand to as much as having like 9 staff. It used to be Dr. Toyin, Dr. Toyin, Dr. Toyin, but it's no longer the case. And bringing him to, work with me on this project is something I do not take for granted. He's a very, very busy person. I'm sure we've all heard his profile and heard how much he does. But then he said, Dr. Toyin, let's go ahead, let's do this. And that's why, like I said, I'm really, really blessed. Thank you so much once again, Coach D, for being part of this meeting. I'm so grateful because he's even trying to still settle in where he is right now, but he still prioritized this meeting and he's here. And I'm sure that we will get more into the main forte on the 30th. It's going to be, yes, it's going to be, I forgot to let us know, it's going to also be a part of the master class and also the mastermind. We've done this for quite a number of businesses and the testimonials has been super amazing. So at this point, I want to make welcome my own grand coach, somebody that most of us know, okay? And most of us have been able to have one interaction with him or the other, okay? And then is someone that has helped me to realize the possibilities and how will I put it now? The possibilities and he just took me into the coaching world and I'm forever grateful that I'm able to, work closely with him as a senior special assistant. So he just has one or two things to talk with us. And please, if we have questions, let's start dropping them in the chat. We're going to be having 10 minutes of questions and answers before we end the call. So permit me to welcome Dr. Rotimi Matthew, the Director General at the Chartered Institute of Mentoring and Coaching Nigeria. I met Dr. Rotimi in 2019, so that's 5 years now. And it's been a pleasure working closely to him as a senior special assistant at the Chartered Institute of Mentoring and Coaching Nigeria. And he's also been someone that, beyond the job roles, I've been opportuned to learn a lot from him consciously and unconsciously. So at this point, please, let's put our digital hands together as we welcome Dr. Rotimi. Over to you, Dr. Rotimi. Kindly unmute your mic, sir. Hello, sir. Are you on the call? Can we hear you?
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but it seems you are on two devices. I don't know.
Let me okay.
The one I'm spotlighting, the mic is muted and we can't see you. Okay, great. So I'm going to have to change that. Yes, we can see you, but we can't hear you anymore.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Hello, you can hear me now? Loud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Good evening, everyone on call.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, I'm glad to be here this evening. Dr. Tony has said a few things about me. And Dr. Tony, I'm just coming back from Abuja for a meeting.
Yes,
and
sir.
Because this is Dr. Tony, I just need to do this.
Thank you, sir.
Well, on a brief time, yes, basically on behalf of the Chartered Institute of Mentoring and Association for Professional Mentors and Coaches of Nigeria, Dr. Toyin creative journey with Dr. Toyin. Dr. Toyin is a super coach and a super mentor. She is a transformer. She has actually brought value to the Institute of Mentoring and Career Coaching. Sometimes I will tell Toyin, I say, Toyin, this is bigger than you and it's bigger than me too. But the value she has brought thus far on our platform is massive. And her influence is second to none. So I want to believe that with what she has brought to bear on the platform this evening, it's worth it. And we're earnestly supporting that. And Dr. Toyin, I also want to make a promise to you on behalf of the council that whoever is subscribing to this program and is paying within that 24 hours and 90K, such individual will get a certificate from the Association of Professional Mentors.
Thank you so much, sir.
An associate membership certificate for the first 10 people to make available to you on Friday in Lagos.
All right,
Sign.
sir. Wow.
Then.
Wow.
Thank you, Tony. I got to rest. and prepare for other meetings.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So we are sure to put that on the reminder. It's one of your assignments to also remind us.
Yes, sir.
Doctor, you said this, and it will come to be. For the first 10 people, they will get that membership. Association of Professional Mentors of Nigeria.
Wow.
First 10 that register.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone on call.
Thank you, sir.
Looking forward to meeting you.
Yes.
For the transformative program with Dr.
Yes. Thank
Bye.
you so much. Thank you. Please, we'll have to permit to allow him go. We actually had new set of inductees in Abuja this morning, and he just came in from Abuja. He resides in Kaduna. And in fact, we had been chatting during the course of the class, and he's just coming in. But I had to plead with him to please ensure that he's on call tonight. Dr. Rotimi, I'm very grateful. And like you said, we will definitely get in touch and remind you about the great value you are bringing to us tonight. Thank you so much, sir. We are very, very grateful. So we have permitted you, you can go and take your rest. All right, so 23 of us on the
Actually,
call.
I'll be listening. Thank you.
All right, sir.
I will be listening. In case of any question, I watch your back.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, thank you so much for staying back and listening in. So please, over to everyone that has been a part of this experience. We're definitely going to share the replay for those that came in pretty late on the call. But like we said, we have the program is a 10 module program. We just concluded on the first module, which is the taster module on how to make millions as a coach and mentor. And I'm sure the free webinar has been of massive value. Please, we would like to get your feedback on the WhatsApp group. We don't want to keep us waiting for long. So please, I would appreciate your feedback. How was the first module like? And like we have announced, if you're making payment between the 24 hours, so the main program has also been posted on the WhatsApp group. And if you're making payment within 24 hours, the first 10 people, you will get 10,000 off. So that means you're going to be paying 90 instead of 100, and also going to get the certificate of membership with the institutes, the association rather. So please do ensure the account details has also been sent there. So at this time, we just want to take questions about what was shared, questions about the program, questions about anything you may want to ask in the next 10 minutes, and then we'll end the call. So you can raise up your hand, your digital hand, or you can use the chat section. We're going to wait for about 2-3 minutes. If we don't get to hear from anyone, then we believe that it's been an amazing evening, and we'll be ending the call. Philosopher King, you are to ask a question, not to make a comment. So it is not a Lagos or Abuja thing, Philosopher King. It is a Dr. Toyin's project, okay? So please, that is for clarity's sake. So please, we are waiting to get questions from any one of us. We are waiting to get questions so we can answer. Like I said, please, we will appreciate your feedback on the WhatsApp group. We can start dropping them now so that we don't get to forget, because I know we have 1,001 things bombarding us. If by 7:10 we don't get any question, we don't get any pressing questions and all of that, we will be ending the call. So once again, I want to say a very big thank you to you, Dr. Rotimi Matthew, Coach Daniel, Omolola, thank you, Bridget, thank you, Madam Pisokoye, thank you, Balawan Yusuf, thank you, Joseph, thank you, Linda, thank you, Catherine, thank you, Temi Tokwe, thank you. Oh, my corporate coach is also on the call, Onaive, Precept and Mentors. Thank you, Madam Abimbola. Thank you, Adeyoju of Vicky James Consults. Thank you, Maxwell. So Maxwell is a data analyst and project manager at Costco's Transformational Academy. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you, Madam Noyem Martins. Thank you, Philosopher King. And thank you, Olajumo Ken. So if you don't have any questions, I want to say thank you once again for being a part of this. and we will continue the conversation while we are on the WhatsApp group. So I'm going to stop recording so that we can exchange pleasantries. We can take a group virtual photograph.